Hey y'all, it is Natalie and it is time for another cherry challenges with my friends Nicole, Jessica, and Sarah. And today I have picked the video game challenge off of the message board at a cherry on top. And the video game challenge is to use this color palette you see up in the top right. It's a Hot Wheels video, and the Bros Amazing collection by Photo Play is so perfect for this mood board, and I just received it, and so I was like, I have to use it. So I also pulled out these paper rose papers that are from my stash, and so I'm just kind of going through and seeing what background paper I would like to use and what I have going on. So I go with that kind of confetti mosaic paper with the white background, and then I use the stash paper of the black stars to cut part of my title out with my Cricut, and it's called The Good Life because the whole title is going to be Livin the Good Life. And now I'm just kind of seeing how I want to back the paper and embellish it, right? So I have these this little story of Lachlan that I have printed there that you see me. I'm going to put it into that black frame, and I have 8 small photos of him printed in black and white, so they didn't take away from the color scheme because they were kind of like all over the place. And now I'm trying to figure out what paper I want in the background. I think about doing this stripe paper. It matches really well, but I want to focus on the orange there, so I think about doing that orange paper. And I decided to go with the blue though, and then I'll use the orange to back the photos. I thought that would really help the photos. I keep trying to use that legend there. I end up not using it, but that's okay. So I took the same black paper that I die cut the title from, and I used my notebook paper punch, and I used actually the strip at the bottom, and then just to kind of add interest, this is going to go around the edges of this paper, the like confetti paper is what I keep calling it, and kind of let it pop off with the black and kind of coordinate well with the title and the frame and the black and white photos as well. And then I'm going to use that orange paper from Bros Amazing to back all of the mini photos. So I'm documenting something Lachlan said to me one night. It was a Thursday, and he was like, can we stay up late tomorrow night, meaning on Friday? And I said, well, maybe. And he was like, and I said, but I have to work on Saturday. And he said, ugh, why are you ruining my life? And I'm like, well, what? And he said, no, I'm just kidding. I know, I'm bougie. I like nice things. I like to go to Orlando. Exactly. That's why I have to work extra, boy. He knows. It's the self-awareness for me, y'all. So I had to document him saying this. So most of the pictures are from, actually maybe all of the pictures are from his 8th birthday trip where we went to Orlando. And he's got a little sassy attitude. And so I picked some pictures where he's being sassy. And I just thought they went really well with this funny little story that he said. This is a challenge that's hosted by Queen Bee, who is Brandy, over in the A Cherry on Top message boards. So I'll link down below if you want to go play along. It's a really fun mood board. You can do the mood board, or you can also do anything with wheels, like scrap about something with wheels, or you can combine them for like a double entry. So I'm really roughing up the edges here. I wanted to have a few tears in the page to add some interest to the page. While we're talking about the challenges, this is a little series that I do with my friends that I mentioned at the beginning, and we all choose different challenges, or maybe we might choose the same challenge sometimes, but we've actually chosen different ones so far that we've been doing this. But we choose different challenges to participate in on the A Cherry on Top message boards, and it's super fun to play along and get inspiration to use your stash. And so, well, I don't know that I'm using my stash so much here because some of it is from my stash, but some of it is from this brand new collection, which I will also link down below if you would like to shop with my affiliate links. But I have seen Jessica's and Sarah's and Nicole's layouts, and they're super fun and exciting. So definitely check those out. Their links are down below if you would like to go over there and see what they made and see what challenge that they participated in and see if you're inspired to participate in that as well. I know we are kind of heading towards the end of the month here, but there's still time. And some of the challenges run more than 1 month, so that's cool too. So I used all of those die cut notebook paper edges to tape around the edges, and I'm really liking the black that is helping that pop. I've lost something here. I'm looking for it and found it. I'm a hot mess. So I have committed. I've stuck down my background, and now I'm sticking down the frame around my little silly story of Lachlan. And I'm going to rough up those edges, and I will also ink them up with that same orangish ink, Distress Oxide ink that I used around the edges of the white paper. Maybe I didn't commit and stick it down yet. It looks a little wonky. I don't think I did. So that's just like a free font that I got at dafont.com. And then I welded it together in Design Studio and created that Good Life as my title. So I'm just kind of seeing exactly how I want to put the photos down. I do end up putting them down a little bit differently in the final stick down. You'll see in a minute, but it works out because I have like a little cave where I put in an additional embellishment. So I had a little bit left over from the border punch, so I decided to use my tiny attacher, which I used on the edges of the paper. So another element that's repeating in the page, to attach the rest of that border to the back side of a transparent. That's like one of the film strips from 49th and Market that also matched that collection of the paper rose stuff that I was trying to go through and use. I don't end up using very much of it at all. And so much for using my stash. The black paper was from that, but that's pretty much the only thing. Now we're committing. And I decided to pop up the title on some foam tape because the smaller letters that I'm going to finish off the title with Livin are also kind of like dimensional. They're foam or foam with cardstock on top. So I liked the idea of that whole title kind of sticking up and towering above everything else. So now I'm going around and putting the little pictures of Lachlan around. Lachlan living his good life. He's bougie. He likes nice things. So mommy has to work hard, right? The things we do for these kids. I mean, to be fair, I like nice things and to travel as well. So it's not only for him. So there are the little office. I don't even know where those are from. I want to say Paige Evans, but I feel like Paige Evans would not have black alphas. So maybe they're not. I don't know. I don't remember who did those alphas. They're old. I've had them for a long time, kind of hoarding them. I really am glad that I used that little, it's really kind of the trash part of the 49th Market film strips, but I really love the way that brings in the orange from behind the photos to behind the journaling. I'm giving myself a little pat on the back over here. Like, I like that. And don't worry, I have filed those nails down, y'all. I could not function with those little almond nails. That might be what the girlies are wearing these days, but they are not for me. I'm square nails, short nails all day. They're still purple and sparkly, but they have been shorn. I'm just kind of like using my little tool there to stick some of the foam adhesive that was kind of peeking out from behind the letter, just kind of shove it in there. And sticking down the rest of that. So there we go. We're living the good life. I pulled out a few of those die cuts. You can see those little circles. Those are from the Bros, Awesome Bros, whatever the name of the collection is, die cut pack. And then there's a tiger too, which was freaking cool. And they all really matched the mood board for the video game challenge really well. So there you go. That was my little inset there that I was like, oh, this is so perfect for this little arrow, which I really like. So I'm roughing up the edges on those die cuts. I'm going to ink them up with some black ink. I used another arrow, so we got two of those kind of elements there, and they're pointing in opposite directions, so I really like that. And there I go, inking up the die cuts. I'm going to make a visual triangle with those, and then we're just gonna, these are for my stash. I did use some of my stash. This is from Not Just for Boys, but these awesome fabric puffy black leather or pleather stars, and there are 5 of them, so odd numbers are really good usually. So I did like 3 of the circles and a visual triangle, and then put the 5 stars around. I think that's really good. It looks really nice. I'm loving all these pops of black. So I am almost done. I'm gonna pop the mood board back up so you can kind of be reminded where my inspiration was and see how I went along. I maybe have a little bit less orange than the mood board alludes to, but I definitely have some orange, and I'm happy with that. I really love the way it looks. So I'm going to grab some stars from the sticker sheet from the Photo Play collection, and then I'm going to finish off the page with a few isolated orange sequins from a sequin pack, and I'm not going to even attempt to say the name of it. It starts with an R, and it's some kind of plant, and Sarah designed it, and it's super cute, but I don't know how to call it, so I'm not going to. And but I'm going to pull the orange sequins that are so perfect. They're from Spiegel Mom Scraps, and they match the collection really perfectly. So I'm going to sprinkle those around the page, and then we're going to kind of lay out. I'm going to link down below to my friends' videos, so please check those out. Go play along with the challenges on the message board at Cherry on Top, and I'll throw my affiliate link in there too if you would like to pick up the Bros Amazing Collection by Photo Play or any of the other fun things that they have in the Cherry on Top store. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'd love it if you like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye, y'all.